Alright. Welcome back to the show. This is Walk On. We're talking Liverpool football. Liverpool got a nice win yesterday against Crystal Palace. Pretty much stifled them in the second half. Didn't even let them hold possession enough to trouble us. Just outclassed them like we should have. Pressed them out of having any chance to get close to the goal. And with the Champions League looming on Wednesday, much of the back line, as well as Mohamed Salah and Emre Can, were rested. Andy Robertson did very well. I don't know if it'll be enough to oust Moreno for a spot on Wednesday. It was good enough for 3 points, and that's all we wanted. The worst feeling is to drop 2 points to a team that had no business being on the same pitch as you. So we got through that. Now, I'm kind of having the same problem Liverpool are having, which is trying to figure out what to concentrate our energies on. It was a nice win, but not much to harp on. I'm sorry to say it, but the Champions League is more important. All the work that went into getting this chance last year, it's almost worth sacrificing the Premier League to make a run into Europe. And those of you real Liverpool fans out there, you know we have a chance at this. I don't care about the shaky defense. When any team comes to Anfield and a place in the next round of the Champions League is on the line, there isn't a team in Europe that doesn't know what they're in for. Now, that being said, this is going to be a little bit of a nerdy show geared towards the most hardcore of Liverpool fans. I got hold of some tape from yesterday's Hoffenheim Werder Bremen game. So here's my scouting report for what I think we might see when we play them again on Wednesday. Hoffenheim had a hard-fought 1-0 win, just like Liverpool did, and also with kind of a lucky goal off a deflection. Kind of freaky. But these two teams' destinies have intertwined, and it's all coming to a head on Wednesday. Here are some of the changes Hoffenheim made from their midweek game against Liverpool. The back line looked quite similar. Apparently, they always go with 5 at the back. In the last show, I thought, oh, look, 5 at the back, they're scared of us. No, this is apparently just how they play. Nordtveit stayed in for Bikicic after Bikicic struggled to contain Mane early in the first leg and got subbed out. They kept the clean sheet in this one, so I suspect Nordtveit will get the nod again on Wednesday. Also, the right wingback, Kaderabek, got dropped for Jeremy Toljan. Now, there could be all kinds of reasons why he rotated the team on Wednesday. Rest, knocks, or maybe the manager, Nagelsmann, is just looking for answers. Someone who can step up and win a spot in the side for the big match at Anfield. I suspect Nagelsmann is looking for answers because he just really looks pensive and full of anxiety ahead of this match. Anxious, but he is focused. They're definitely not counting themselves out of this. So, the one change in the back line, the front 5 is where things got interesting. Some major changes were up front. Instead of 4 in the middle and 1 up top, they used 3 in the middle and 2 up top. They definitely looked more potent with the 2 up top, like they were looking to score. They held some possession and tried to break down Bremen. Sandro Wagner is who they want to play up front, but he was an injury doubt even before the Liverpool game, so they kept him out of this one. Mark Uth, who came in and scored the goal against Liverpool, started up front with a Hungarian international, Adam Salai, who did not appear against Liverpool at all. And they had 3 across the midfield. Demirbay, a German player of Turkish descent, who played against Liverpool, was their most potent attacking threat in this one with his give and goes. And they dropped Lucas Rupp for Dennis Geiger to hold the midfield. And they also tried Nadim Amiri to aid the attack in the midfield. He's an under-21 German international, and he also did not take part against Liverpool. So one player who didn't start in this one, who I suspect will play on Wednesday, is Sergei Gnabry. He's a fast counter-attacking threat, and he can play on the wing or cut in up front. I suspect he was kept out to preserve his energies for Wednesday because he is dynamic. He came on as a sub in this one late and caused problems for Bremen. Here's a clip that shows a little bit of their attacking shape. I don't know if we'll see Liverpool in this position, sitting back and defending. It's not a position we see them in very often. We all know they're a pressing team that wants to disrupt the team they're playing against before we get into this situation. But it is the Champions League. Klopp may play this one a little differently. I don't think we'll find ourselves in this position, but in case we do, let's take a look at Hoffenheim's attacking setup as they look to cut through the goal. Here's the left wingback, Steven Zuber, as he cuts into the middle of the pitch. Hoffenheim are very disciplined in terms of keeping their shape, so someone has to interchange with Zuber and take his spot on the left. That's Amiri over here, who leaves the midfield and covers Zuber to stretch the field and open up space. He sends the pass and it bounces to Demirbay. Now, this is a recurring theme throughout this match, and I think it's something to watch out for. Demirbay's darting give-and-goes that try to take the defenders off guard. He may have missed out on a cross to Salah here, but he still put his opponents in a dangerous position and on red alert. Good run. Here's a look at the back five at the back. It wasn't easy for Bremen to come up with good chances to get through this. Even Liverpool could only score off a free kick and a lucky deflection. So I feel it will take something special to get through this in the run of play this Wednesday. Here's another look at the five-man Hoffenheim defense defending the break. Zuber, the left wingback, gets caught up front, but Dennis Geiger is the defensive-minded midfielder that covers that spot. They still hold a very solid shape here in transition. Just a bad header here from Nordtveit leads to a shot on goal for Bremen. Here's another example of what I mentioned earlier. Kerem Demirbay with a nice give and go leads to a nice shot that almost went in off the post. So Liverpool have to be wary of this guy. He looks focused and determined at the moment. This situation is no joke to Hoffenheim. This was a serious tune-up. So Serge Gnabry came on for the last 20 minutes and caused a lot of problems for Bremen. I could see him pulling this on Moreno. Goes around his defender here and gets a nice cross in. Here's another play involving Gnabry. A nice diagonal run almost led to a goal. The goal they scored was a lucky deflection. I'm not even going to show it. But here's one last play to show you at the very end. Here's another creative run from Demirbay, squeezing between the lines and getting a good shot off. Anyway, so that's that. I can't say I know exactly what Nagelsmann is going to put out, but having seen this team for 2 matches, this is what I would do. Needing at least 2 goals, I would definitely go with 2 up front. If Sandro Wagner is healthy, he will start, and I would put Mark Uth up there with him. If Wagner can't go, I would go with the Hungarian Salah up front, but I definitely think they should go with 2 forwards in this one. I think Amiri will get dropped for Gnabry, who will reclaim his spot on the wing, as they'll try to get some width and attack one of Liverpool's weaknesses, which is defending crosses. Demirbay will start. The Croatian Andrej Kramaric came off the bench to score the deflected goal in Saturday's game, and I think they'll want him on the right wing. I felt Geiger did a good job covering the holes of the defense that were left open when they went forward. So if Nagelsmann only wants to go with 1 forward again, he can use Geiger to hold the midfield and cover the wingbacks. They will obviously be looking to attack, but with that being the case, they could sure use a defensive-minded midfielder in the midfield to help cover as they take more risks and try to stay alive in the tournament. It's a tough decision for them. We'll see what happens. That is all I got. We all know who will play for Liverpool, probably the exact same team that started in Germany. Liverpool will be looking to score also, but they won't want to leave themselves too open to the counter. It's going to be a balancing act, and there is a lot on the line. All I have to say to our beloved Reds is to use the extra powers given to them by the cop, and Godspeed. Hopefully they won't blow this one. Hoffenheim are a disciplined team, but nowhere near Liverpool's level talent-wise. This is Liverpool's to take, and we should be seeing them in the group stage draw. I will see you all after the game on Wednesday. Till then, walk on.